Hi, I'm Captain Rob. Today we're going to be talking about things which are affecting us as a result of the coronavirus, particularly for those of us who are boaters. In this day of COVID-19, a lot of states, mine included, have stay-at-home orders in place, and that's affected our everyday lifestyles dramatically. Among other things, maybe the primary thing that we can't do is we can't travel. And if we can't travel, that means we can't go to our boats. And if we can't go to our boats, we can't socialize with our friends and other boat owners. And if we can't travel, we can't go shop in all those boat chandleries that we like to do, like West Marine and all those other similar stores. And certainly if we can't travel to our boat, we can't take those sails or cruises that we want to do. I mean, that was the whole reason we bought the boat in the first place, right? So what can we do in the meantime? There's got to be something we can do to fill our time while we're waiting to get onto our boat. Well, the first thing we should think about, perhaps, are some of those infrequent tasks that we often don't get to because we either don't make the time or haven't had the time to take care of it. Now is a great time to make some checklists on those items. When was the last time you did maintenance on your winches? They could probably stand to be taken apart and cleaned and lubed pretty well. What about your hoses on your through hulls? Have you checked the hose clamps on those? Do you have double clamping on them as you're supposed to? Now's a good time to think about inspecting and replacing the hose clamps and even the hoses if they look pretty worn. How about your bilge pump? Have you checked that lately? Is it performing the way you'd like? Is the float switch working well? Now is a good time to look at that and see if that needs to be replaced or repaired. We also have things that we do every year. It's commissioning time. A lot of us have been short-circuited in getting our boats commissioned because of the stay-at-home orders. So, for example, the things that we have to do are replace the underwater zincs on the prop shaft and any other exposed metal appendages under the water. I don't know how you do it, but every other year I paint my boat. So if this is a painting year, I'd be worrying about getting all the supplies I need, renting a sander from the marina, making sure I had my friends lined up to help, because with a 41-foot sailboat, it takes a lot of work to get the bottom ready and painted. The other thing is your boat might need some fiberglass and gel coat repairs. I mean, you might want to do that before you think about doing some painting. Whether you're a power boater or a sailor, you probably have to re-rig your boat. At least your cockpit canvas, I would think. But for those of us who have sailboats, there's furling lines, there's halyards. Maybe you have to re-rig your anchor line. Maybe you have to bring back aboard all your dock lines and get them in place. There's lots to be done with getting the boat rigged up. So before you do all that, go through your process mentally and start taking some notes on what you want to do in what order. Because I guarantee you, every year there's probably that one thing you forget to do or the one thing you forget to do in the right order. So now's a good time to commit those list of tasks to a list so you don't forget. The last thing you want to do is to make sure that you've set aside time for practice and training, because you've all been away from the boat for several months. You need to work on practicing your docking skills, your undocking skills, anchoring again, raising your sails, just all kinds of things. Man overboard even. That's something people rarely practice, and it's something you really should. So make plans to do a practice and training weekend. You don't have to go far from the slip if you don't want to, or you can make it as part of one of your cruises. If you want to reach out to me, you can email me at podcast@ChesapeakeFlotillas.com. And please follow me on Facebook, Chesapeake Flotillas LLC, or on Twitter at Capt Rob Sailor. I look forward to hearing from you, and stay tuned for my next production. Thank you.